Progress.
We go, so they put the drain in, right?
Yeah, there's a big drain right there.
And then my backfill puts the alarm right here.
Yeah,
Water doesn't jump in the hole.
yeah.
And so, I allow them to go back and or take the lid off. I think that's drain. Do I just lower the lid?
I guess there's
Oh, yes.
Okay, that's awesome. Welcome. Thank you. I'm Rochelle. Oh, thank you for coming. It's nice to meet you. Anywhere. Okay. We're as socially distanced as we could get.
Gotcha.
Usually I get kind of I take one chair at each table, and then last year we had me. And they put the chairs. But I did have some solo islands.
So, if you go by, what's going on.
Hi there.
We used to, everybody got their I don't know why. And it had a longer shelf. I can't remember the.
Yeah. All right. Good timing. Got one more slot for you there.
So
We could take this off.
I was gonna say they're probably gonna interfere with each other.
Okay.
I'm well, how are you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is it such a Zoom? Yes. I do the same thing. I'm gonna go to a different Right. Oh, so the youngest is 17. Yeah, so she goes to high school here. Yeah, and she's going to Boston next year for rowing.
I don't know any, I mean, the biggest,
She does a good job for several years. And then switched. And then the oldest is 23. Yeah. Right.
well, that's something. So here's the problem. Yeah, because
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Good morning, hi, how are you? Right, yeah, exactly.
No, not really. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Have you started it up at all? No. Hold on. Yeah. I had to do that. So come, pretty much drive to the end. The heater on my, huh? Yeah, it was the chamber board meeting. I was there. So those would be fine. Good, we're, all right. Ron, I still haven't got you to check this one. Okay. Hey, Ron. How are you? I'm here. Yeah. Morning.
Okay, are we ready to roll?
Oh, yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Okay, let's start here with our pledge. Our Sergeant of Arms has made a guest appearance.
Yay! I'm Kevin. See everybody?
He likes fires.
Pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, how about the four-way test? First, is it the truth? Second, is it fair to all concerned? Third, will it build goodwill and better friendships? Fourth, will be beneficial to all concerned. Fifth, is it fun? Sixth,
Butter.
seven,
Beer.
ice cream.
Butter.
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 Hot, fresh corn with free butter. Okay, awesome. Thank you, you guys. Thank you. Miss Eileen, are you on? Hello, good morning, Zoomers.
Good morning.
Good morning. I can barely hear you.
Well, that's rare.
I see.
Alternative speaker.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Okay, keep singing, Eileen.
Can you hear me now? How about now? How about now? How about now?
All the way.
Get
We're
out.
not, we're not getting the volume out of this one that we had out of the old one. We can plug the other
Put
one
the other
in.
one on.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, hold tight. Technical difficulties.
Okay.
How are you guys hearing us?
Can you hear us okay?
Better than usual?
Hey, there's Larry. We're on a prickly cactus today. Well.
I'm on the mountain.
Okay, well, maybe we'll come back to the inspirational.
So we can hear
quotes.
each other, but they can't hear us.
Okay, so guests today. Do we have any guests in our giant crowd? Would you like to introduce your guest, Amy?
My guest is Kimberly. She is a rolling grower, and her and her husband are real estate brokers in the area.
Awesome. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome. And
I'm Linda. Second visit here.
second visit. So we've almost got her signed, you guys. Second visit. Okay.
Yeah, no kidding.
At this point. Okay, so guest and visitor. Oh, and Matt, of course, Matt. Sorry, you blend right in because you're one of us. Matt from the Chamber's here. He's our speaker. So we're gonna have a great update on state of the chamber and all the awesome things that are happening there that are really actually beneficial for us and our PR, Miss Eileen. Okay, so birthdays from, let's see, through.
Can someone online say something really quick?
Hello, hello, hello.
Oh, that's
throughout 401 and Paul.
Okay, cool.
Thank you so much. Angie, save the day. Okay, back to inspirational quote.
Yes. So today's
From the beach.
inspirational quote is, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. It comes to us from Brene Brown. Connection, the energy that exists between people when they feel seen, heard, and valued, when they can give and receive without judgment, and when they can derive sustenance and strength from the relationship.
Good one. Thank you very much. That was a good one. every week. You do such a great job, Eileen. Okay, so back to birthdays. So we have one, Larry Rubel, on January 28th, and that's it. No Rotary anniversaries, no spouse birthdays that are on the list, unless you guys have some that you want to announce and pay for. So last week I announced a whole list of birthdays and spouse birthdays and anniversaries, and I forgot to ask you for the money. So if anyone wants to cough up their dough from last week, if you're on the list.
I'll pay for my husband this coming month, so God bless him. His birthday's February 1st, and I have a really hard time with it. You have to like flip the calendar to see it.
And you still think it's the same month? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not too late to trade them in.
I'm not sure to drag him in.
Trade them in.
Oh, trade him in.
Get someone with more like mid-month.
Like, and he's the keeper. So we're trying to celebrate this weekend, so when I magically flip the calendar over whenever that is, I'll be like, oh, we already did it.
Really?
I don't know. You know, this long.
Awesome. Okay, well, happy birthday to Brian on February 1st. Announcements. No announcements is my announcement. So we'll go right into treasurer's report. Lori.
So, lots of people have been paying their dues. Thank you very much. Just a reminder, if you haven't yet, myself included, please get that taken care of. I do have the square reader here, so if you want to put it through your credit card, you can do it that way. That's all I got.
Awesome, thank you. Secretary's report. Gary.
All right, she stole part of my thunder. Next board meeting is Thursday, February the 10th. And then on Tuesday, February the 1st, Brian's birthday, we're gonna have a celebration of it's February 1st, that's a Tuesday night.
Okay.
You got it?
Oh, you're working. You're working on your husband's birthday?
Literally, I'm working. Because we're celebrating this weekend.
I know, but still.
Because I have to quit. No, I'm the worst.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Since
We're very
Kyle's
serious
not
about
here, Brian's not here, Tuesday night at Brian's office will be Rotarians in Action. And remember, that is geared to those that cannot come to a Friday meeting. Now, it would have been great to have delivered that for Connor, except he came to the meeting. So,
But he's still welcome at Tuesday night. Everyone
Yeah,
is
he
welcome
is.
at Tuesday night, 100%.
so it's just a reminder, be there. Be
Awesome.
there, be square.
Nanu. Okay, club services, Dawn. Yes, okay.
Well, we are obviously experimenting with different microphone options. Based on the chat session, it looks like maybe we'll keep experimenting a little bit, but other than that, I think things are going pretty well. Might also want to experiment with a different computer to get a little bit better video quality at some point.
Is this the new one that you just got this week from Amazon?
No, we're trying
another
out
one
one
coming?
that Angie has, just as to see how well that works, which has some advantages if we can get everything to
Okay.
work well for everybody. But
We're getting there.
we'll keep working.
We're getting there. Okay, awesome. Community service, Brian Ruiz, he's not here this morning, he has a client meeting, but he did send me a report and it just says he's doing awesome. And that he is getting a cleanup together for Cavalo Park, more to be announced later. Let's see, Foundation gyms in Hawaii, International Tracy's in Hawaii, membership, Ron, you're not in Hawaii.
No, I wish. Doing great. Glad to see Linda back for the second. Said we almost one more than we walked.
Got my application.
We got our application in. Nice.
Get it!
All right.
That's where you
Really visiting
go
too,
get
so
it.
hopefully we can entice Kimberly to stay around a little bit.
All right.
And I'd love to see you with a full screen on the Zoomers.
Yeah, we have a really full screen today.
Yeah, so it's good to see. So
Super awesome.
we're
Good
doing
morning, James.
That's all got. Oh, and then Kendra, are you up there?
Guys, I am here.
Dawn,
How about the last Friday in March?
Yeah, no one's taken that yet. That's perfect.
For the orientation, I'll give you time to find my PowerPoint and tweak it, fix it, and update it, so.
awesome.
All right.
Okay, awesome. Kendra, do you have anything on programs?
I do not. We're all good.
Okay, awesome, thank you. And Chris Martin, where are you?
Chris, he's,
Oh, did you have to go to work?
yeah.
Okay, I guess we already had our IT report. Andrew speaker. Eileen, do you have anything for PR?
I do. February is Black History Month, so we're gonna do just a couple, maybe 1 or 2 posts a week about history facts of different did you know facts. So I found it interesting. I've done some research and some of this stuff is pretty cool, like who invented the potato chip. So it's totally worth a read. It's a paragraph each post. But I'm excited and it'll be informative. So
Who did invent the potato chip?
you will have to check out the post on February 1st.
I can't wait. Okay, next one is Kyle. Not here. But you gave a report on that, Gary. Thank you. I guess we're hitting it today. We're right up to Happy Bucks and buying and raffles.
All right.
And here we go.
All right. Let's do it. Here we go. How's everybody doing this morning? All right, cool. Let's do a little drawing. Start things off. Here we go. Oh. Do I have to read it?
Yeah.
Last three numbers.
100.
100.
That's a good number.
Who was?
Here you go, sir.
But you still won 5.
Congratulations.
I wonder if there's really a special Don Evans again. I haven't seen him for a long time.
Let's do it on.
Dawn, don't tell everybody.
No special thought.
It's a trick.
All right. You guys know how it works. Everybody up. Here we go. Gotta warm up a little bit. Okay, take your wallet out of your purse. This is the first warm up. Okay. Here we go. I'm serious, everybody. I'm not kidding. All right, okay, good. All right, prepared. All right. You guys remember our good friend Jack Lane. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 5 and come on, everybody. 6, 7 and 8. Come on, Zoomers. 9 and 10, 11 and 12. Okay, good. All right. Shake it out.
Sam's doing it. James is doing it.
Okay. You guys ready? Woo! Put your right foot in, put your right foot out, put your right foot in, and you shake it all about. Do the hokey dokey and turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Okay. Woo! I like it. Everybody's ready to go. We're happy.
We are pushed.
Okay. So
Can I rest now?
you can rest. You can sit there. I want to start this off with the Zoomers. Zoomers, we're gonna do a little fun thing. We're not fighting today, but Zoomers, turn your microphones on and sing "Happy Birthday" to Brian.
Oh my God.
Okay, so turn those microphones on. Sam,
You should record it.
Sam, please lead the Zoomers in happy birthday. James, everybody turn your microphones on. Zoomers, go, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Wait. Stop. Not everybody's singing. We need to hear your voices. Come on.
I hear them.
Here we go.
Come on, Jack.
Let's do it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Brian. Happy birthday to you.
Not singing.
Nice job, Zoomer.
Sam, you're awesome. Zoomers, you're awesome too. We miss you.
Chris Jacobson, we don't know what he was doing.
All right, Zoomers, we're gonna start with you. We're gonna start with you for Happy Bucks, so go for it.
Okay, I'll start it off. I'll give 10 happy bucks because it's Friday and the last 2 days have been absolutely gorgeous, except for some fog. But so there's 10 happy bucks.
Wow, awesome. Thanks. You're happy. That's awesome.
I'll do 10 also because I haven't been able to make many meetings lately. So thank you.
I'll match Sam's $10 happy bucks. It's Friday, the sun's out, so hopefully we're in for a good weekend. Cold, but good weekend, hopefully.
I said,
Oh, go Larry.
I said 25 happy bucks to Venmo for February yesterday.
Thank you
So
so much.
maybe the treasurer will find it or not.
That was
Hey,
our last
Larry, what's Venmo? I've heard of Venmo, but what's Venmo?
Yeah.
They have that down in Arizona.
That's the old people version.
It's Venmo. It's Spanish pronunciation. Venmo.
Well, I'm happy. I will also match Sammy's 10 bucks, 10 happy bucks, and I'm just happy.
Awesome, awesome. Way to start it off, Sam. Next time, do 100. Okay, awesome.
Cool. Okay, everybody, so it's gonna be a nice day today. It's been sunny lately, so we're not doing fine. But what we're gonna do is this, we're gonna do happy bucks. And then Eileen, thank you for this inspiration. Tell us, instead of a fine, tell us something that we don't know about you. Very brief, something that we might find interesting, something crazy. All right? Oh, cool. All right, Don, you ready?
Oh, boy, I gotta go first.
On the
All right, here we go. Happy bucks and something we don't know about you.
Well, you don't know that I am going to be a bachelor this weekend, or actually for 4 days straight, because Eve has gone to Florida to see her mom. So you don't know that, right?
I do not know that. Now I
Now,
know.
that
We just
doesn't
need to know where the
necessarily-
Heideke
That
is.
doesn't necessarily mean I'm happy about it, but I'm happy for her and I'm happy for her mom.
Party at Dawn's.
Right, I know. Party time. There we go.
Yeah.
Poker night.
My house tonight.
Cool. Keep it on. Any happy bucks?
That was my happy.
Oh, good. All right. Sounds good.
Awesome.
Rochelle?
I'm a Venmoer, so I send it in. I am happy that it's Friday, and something you don't know about me. Hey, I won Realtor, Best Realtor. I did. Thank you guys for all your support. I appreciate it. That was my. You probably didn't
How
know.
much is that worth?
Goose egg.
No, that's a big deal. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Great. Let's hear it for Rochelle.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, I am happy, just, honestly, it's first semester in the books for students, this past week. My kids work on what they call Genius Hour projects. So I give them every Friday out of the week to work on a passion project. And I've seen a lot of really cool ideas. Kids are doing things from building air filtration systems to robotics, to stop motion animation and claymation projects. So it's been pretty awesome to see what they've created over the course of the first semester. Something about me, my great grandmother was Mary Lou Bush, who was part of the Anheuser-Busch.
Wow.
All right.
Wow, that's cool. Are you gonna,
Sixth and seventh grade at Northland.
are you gonna have a night, like an evening, where the parents can come and see all the projects, like a show?
Yeah, so, well,
That's fascinating.
that is, it's difficult to get all of the parents in, but the kids, they create a Wix website as part of the project, so they document it, whatever they're doing. Some kids are building go-karts, so they do that at home, but then they build out their Wix websites on Friday, like they'll be doing today. And yeah, so the parents still see what's going on, and yeah, they'll have a completed project at the end of the week. I have one kid who's making bracelets actually. essentially, and they're, while they can't create an Etsy page right now, they want to create a small business, selling these little bracelets, and then the proceeds go to the Lacey food bank. Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, it's really cool stuff.
Okay, and following that up, just reiterating, Rotary does support the school levy. So vote yes, I can say that because it's not.
Vote early, vote often.
Vote early, vote often, vote for our levy replacement for our school district.
Unfortunately, you can't vote like you did
For me. Voting all day, every day at the Herald, but we'll try.
Thank you.
Well, easy for me because nobody knows anything about me, so I have a million things. But I'll start out with, I have 2 kids and 6 grandkids.
Wow.
One of the families lives in Chile, so I frequent South Chile a lot. As often as I can, let's say.
That's super cool. Do they have a Rotary club there? They probably do.
I bet they do.
Yeah, wonder if we should do a reciprocal.
Yeah.
Get your kids involved. I think, interesting. I know, wheels are turning. They're like, when we don't have a new international chair, we're all going to Chile.
All right, something you don't know about me. Let's see. Out of high school, I played on a semi-pro soccer team. We were not semi-pro, however. We never won a game. We were called the North End Merchants, and I played goalkeeper. And there was a lot of beer flowing after.
Over here, okay. So I don't know, but occasionally I ride a motorcycle, 1100 Yamaha, so I cruise there around, so I have to take vacation on that. My wife behind me, she used to have a Harley, so she picked up and anyhow, I'm happy because it's nice out.
Wow.
Have you read any article? No, but I don't like it. Okay, yeah.
Sure, go ahead. Okay. One of the things you don't know about me is that I have 2 brothers. And one of them is a Rotarian. And he is also a past president.
Where?
Not his current club, but of the previous club. Okay.
Does he have perfect attendance?
I'm sorry to say he does not. He probably has had barely enough to maintain his membership.
I bet you he doesn't have as cool sweaters
Yeah.
as you do.
Right. Well, and one of these days, I hope to bring him in here to hear.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay.
That'd be really cool.
Let's see, I was a coffee barista in Las Vegas before coffee shops were. And I'm happy to run it.
Very cool.
So are you a coffee snob? Ron, are you a coffee snob?
I am happy to celebrate my husband's birthday this weekend. I don't know, is it Tuesday? And I cannot remember if you guys don't know. Yes, I don't know, I've done a half Ironman. And then, okay, so I think that we have a new friend at the Everett YMCA who approached us and said that she's having trouble seeing. She's blind and she wants to do a half Ironman, and so she's looking for guides. And so I think I'm gonna guide her for this fun. And then my other friend's gonna do the cycle, and our other friend's gonna do a run.
Wow, that's huge. That's really cool.
I'm good. I'm happy. So there's some happy dollars. Some money because I think my Rotary anniversary was announced last week.
It was.
For that.
And I think it was 32 years. Did you get?
Yeah.
Okay, 5 years, 5 years. Oh yeah, that wasn't the truth. Sorry, 5 years.
And then something that you guys don't know about, you just brought up the YMCA, the downtown YMCA. That's where my first job was in high school. I was electric.
At Everett? Oh, that's cool.
A lot more rescues in a 5-foot pool than you would imagine. Feel free to let touch them if they are.
Did you have a red one piece and a light and a floaty?
I did have the floaty. All right, well, what you might not know is that Mike and I were high school sweethearts and met in senior year. Friend introduced me, and so we were coming, I remember this so carefully, we come up the stairs, she goes, "Oh, there's Mike," and there's this really cute guy, and has this little tiny little sweet. So, yeah, that was it.
All right, so something you might not know is in high school, I was a windsurfer instructor. And super happy for the sunshine and super happy for running.
And I can't believe it's already.
Tuesday.
And does Kim wanna? Kim, you wanna join in? You don't have to pay, you don't have to do a happy buck, but we'd love
Well, I
to.
have to, because that's just not right. So,
Usually new guests start with 50.
I mean, I'll have to Venmo you the rest, because there's 5, I think that's all I've got. So I'm actually very happy that Amy invited me here today. And something, I'm just trying to think of something interesting or unique. It's kind of a funny story, but I won't get into what happened, but I was once kicked out of Canada. So that's.
Was it? Yeah, you do. So are you saying that you know an underground tunnel under the border?
What's that?
You know of an underground tunnel under the border?
No.
This is called Peace.
It was a crazy
Peace-
story, and it
Peace
was one of
Arch
those
Park.
things that I was literally kicked out.
I am so proud of you.
Give her that. You are our people. More than once?
Just one.
Oh, just,
I've never been back since. I don't know if I'm.
Because you're not allowed. Because you know your face is at the Peace Arch. That's awesome. Okay, so now we're at the part where we have our speaker. Do we have an introduction for our speaker? Does he need no introduction? Kendra? I'm just playing Kendra.
I do not have an introduction.
I'll introduce you.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Matt.
That sounds like one of my introductions.
Yeah.
This is Matt. He's the CEO,
President,
CEO
CEO.
director
CEO
of our local Lake Stevens Chamber. He's a rock star. He's been there 2, 3,
3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
He took over to revamp, and it's amazing what the things that he's put on, and he's very collaborative, which is very important.
Yes, absolutely.
So thank you.
Thank you for having me today. Appreciate it. Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, here I go. Got the share screen ready to go.
Yeah, should be. Let's see if you can find it on there. Go to the apps.
This one?
Yeah.
Share. And then we'll,
And over here is the presentation.
present.
All right. Sweet, okay. And then you just have to use these.
Use the arrow keys. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. That'll work. Let's see, did I grab the wrong one? Hang on a second. I'm gonna check something. I might have grabbed the wrong one for you here. No, that's the right one. Okay. So we'll just skip ahead. So before we get too far in, I need to say a thank you to our some of our sponsors, some of our investor sponsors that we have. These are levels that are going to change here coming up shortly, but our gold investors in 2021 were Ace of Lake Stevens and Community Transit. And our silver investors, we have our extraordinaire Heritage Bank, First Financial and Northwest Bank, Waste Management, and Marysville Toyota helped us out. So I always like to say thank you to our sponsors, because as you guys know, sponsorships are a big part of make things happen. That's right. Make the world go around. There we go. We always appreciate that. A little bit about what's going on with the chamber. This is kind of my revamped State of the Chamber address that I gave back in December. So talk about some of the things we've been doing through the pandemic initially. These are just a few of the organizations that we interacted with and kept track of and kept information flowing from to local businesses here in Lake Stevens. Washington Retail, AWB, Association of Washington Businesses, Washington Hospitality, as well as the government agencies, Department of Commerce, Department of Health, Snow Health District, and the city. We partnered with the city to help administer a grant program to some of the funding that came out of the government to distribute that to local businesses to keep them going. So that was great. Good partnership there. WCCEs, the Washington Chamber of Commerce Executives, they were quite instrumental in bringing together not just chamber executives, but keeping us connected to some of these organizations. We would have, for a while there, we were having weekly Zoom calls where we would get upwards of 40, 50 chamber executives from across the state. And then we would have representatives from AWB, Washington Retail, Washington Hospitality, US Chamber, all bringing us information on a weekly basis that we could then bring back to businesses here in Lake Stevens and across the state, all of the chamber directors. So they were a vital resource, and we really much appreciate them. But yeah, that's kind of some of our stuff that we did. We tried to ensure that information about things like PPE loans and things like that got distributed to businesses. So help them as we could, point them in our direction, or help them, keep those applications and those things going so they can make sure they got that federal funding when it was available. Some information about the chamber by the numbers. Again, this was end of the year, 2021. We were at 96 members, and then we had 24 members who were awaiting renewal. Kind of what we did during the pandemic, especially when we knew things were difficult for business. We knew they had, cash flow issues, or maybe we're down, business was down. We kind of carried people. We said, hey, look, we understand, that things are tight, but we want to make sure that you're still getting information. So we want to make sure you stay a member. So we had some people that we've carried through, just to make sure they stayed informed, just to make sure they didn't have to spend their money on our programs that we knew that we could continue to provide, and then they would be here on the other side. So so we had a few members that are awaiting renewal. That number's not quite accurate right now. Just again, this was 12/31, so we're a little behind that. We got next to go. Probably. No. Let's see here. There we go. Some information about new members. I thought this was interesting. Some new member numbers, 2018 through to 2021. We actually did pretty good in 2021 with 20 new members, so that wasn't so bad. And 2020 was not bad also for pandemic years. Now the question I usually get is, well, so you have the numbers we saw on the previous screen, but you got 20 new members. The churn with us a lot of the time is the small home-based business. They'll join the chamber for a year, and then they're gone. For whatever reason, they decide they can't make the business go, so they close. They decide sometimes they move, sometimes they decide that the chamber wasn't the right spot for them, and that's fine. We understand that not every business is going to be the chamber isn't something that every business is going to necessarily be able to find the time to take advantage of all the things we offer, and that's okay. But that's kind of where our turn is. But I just thought it was interesting to show that even though it was a pandemic year, even though we had, you know, limited access to be able to go out and be in front of people, actually walk into their businesses and stuff, we still did a pretty okay bringing in new members. So, let's figure out what's going on here. Go. All right, here we go. Oops, too far. Go back. I think I put some timing in here. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Some information about our social media reach. This is for the Chamber, the Greater Lake Stevens Chamber of Commerce Facebook page. We reached 14,244 people. This is for the year 2021. So it's January through December 2021, which actually was down from previous years. I'm not sure why. I'll be honest, not sure why, but not sure why we're down. But we had a couple of good spikes. This one was the beginning of Lights Lake Stevens. We'll talk about in a minute. And then this is our Instagram reach, which was kind of a new thing for us. So we started late 2020. So the Instagram reach is still something we're working on increasing, but we had 468 on our Instagram reach for 2021, and that was up 100%. Our audience, I always find this interesting too. Our audience for the Greater Lake Stevens Chamber of Commerce page is 83% women and 16% men. I'm not sure what that says. I thought it was an interesting point. I know we have some absolutely fabulous women in leadership roles here in Lake Stevens, business owners, business operators in Lake Stevens. So that's probably a good part of it. And so we appreciate that. And same goes for our Instagram followers. Again, 79% women. So interesting things there. Some events we did in 2021. We did over 40 events in 2021. These things included things like our morning mingle events, which we've taken fully virtual, and we're still doing fully virtual. Our networking after hours, which we did as we could through the year. We did a few ribbon cuttings, Katsu Burger, Gun Nation, and Grocery Outlet were all during 2021. Some of those we did. We had our 2 candidates forums, both our business candidate forum and our community candidate forum, which were very successful this year, last year rather. And I think really helped to bring into focus some of the candidates in the election. We got some great feedback for it, and we held it down at the Mill, which turned out to be a really great venue for that. And we also live streamed those and kept them recorded on our Facebook page, so people could go. They couldn't make it to the actual day of the forums. They could head to the Facebook page and review those after the fact. So those were big successes. Had a couple of, we actually managed to have a couple of mega mixers. These are countywide events that we really encourage people to go to. All the a majority of the chambers from across the county get together, and it just kind of gives you a chance to interact with business leaders from across the county, beyond just here in Lake Stevens. So they're really fun too. If you get a chance to go to a mega mixer, definitely encourage you. Both of these 2 that we did were absolutely great. The one in Marysville, the mega mixer kickoff was down at the Opera House. We've been there. It's a really cool venue down in Marysville. And the other one was out of a winery outside of Monroe, outside of Monroe. And that was really cool too. It was a really, really nice facility they have out there for banquets and stuff. And then kind of our main focus up there in the upper left-hand corner, are our luncheons. Our luncheons are kind of the thing that we like to kind of bring people together. That's kind of like the place where if we have new members, we want to really make sure they try to get to the luncheons. We try to introduce them around to try to make sure that they get connected with our members who come to those luncheons. And we try to make sure that we've got, entertaining and informative luncheons. We have the chiefs come and speak. Chief O'Brien. That was a good fun one. We had the finding employees one there. Up the top of that was a gentleman who came and talked to us about. It was November last year, I believe it was. And he came and talked to us about finding employees that maybe kind of outside just your mainstream posting a job on a job board type of things, and looking at employees who, or potential employees who may be re-entering the workforce from issues like either drug and alcohol addiction issues, released, we'll say criminals, but you get the idea. Released people who are recently released from jail, those sorts of people who are ready to go to work, who are often overlooked because of some of their histories. And then we had Gary Clark from the Economic Alliance Snohomish County. He's the new boss at Economic Alliance Snohomish County, and that was super fun. That one we did via Zoom, and he taught us how to tie a bow tie on top of kind of laying out what his agenda was for Economic Alliance. Really excited about what they're going to do. So some of the things we did this year, and then the other event that we have that didn't make it go. Maybe. I know, it's fighting me. It's technology. This is how it goes. That's right. Yeah, exactly. That's right. Let's see. It might be the.
You said you had the slides behind.
Yeah, some of the time. Yeah. So it could be.
Maybe if you press escape, you can
just go to the next one.
Wait, you just.
Oh, did it? Yeah, there it goes. Okay, cool. See, perfect. It's always when you say, "Hey, try this other thing," that then the things happen, right? Yeah, right. Yes, you have to keep it. I'm keeping you in suspense. It's great. Our Lights of Lake Stevens event has kind of really become quite a big draw for people. We have our presenting sponsor again was Ace Hardware for that. We had all of our or 4 out of the 5 of our different categories that people could enter were sponsored, as well as our prize sponsors. And then we did a couple of single events over here. We did one with Biscuit and Bean on the first weekend, where they stayed open late. They offered a special. You could go grab a peppermint mocha or some hot chocolate and some extra goodies that they had before you headed out to see the lights of Lake Stevens. And then the other event was our sleigh stops, which was new this year. And actually it was Rochelle who kind of came to us and said, "Hey, I want to work together with you guys. Let's figure something out." So we came up with the sleigh stops. Basically, we had a couple of, we ended up with just a couple for this first year, which worked out great. Rotary was one, the Education Foundation was the other. And basically we just had a couple of spots around town where these 2 organizations set up a little booth, and we said, "Hey, stop by when you're out visiting the lights of Lake Stevens, as you're out driving around, seeing the Christmas lights, stop by these couple of spots and get a little treat, get a little information about some of our service organizations." And it was a hit, right? I mean, you guys know, it was amazing. Yeah,
It was so fun, and we were right down by the mill.
Mhm.
We put a pop-up up, and we decorated for the holiday, and we gave out, so as we placed our booth, so people could just drive up.
Yeah, that worked out very well.
Pull out right there in the mill. People would pull up with cars loaded with kids.
Yeah.
Everywhere, on the road, everywhere. And then they would pull up and we
Tied
would
down the
just
top.
run out with our basket of treats, and they could get candy, or we scored these really cute little stuffed elves from the dollar store. So they got a stuffy or candy or whatever they wanted, and the kids loved it. The parents were all very thankful, and it was super cool. We had, we gave away over 100 stuffs.
Yeah.
And for something that was advertised pretty light,
Yeah.
that portion,
Right.
I thought that was a really great response, really great turnout. And it was, we had a Rotary banner up, all our Rotary gear and all the stuff.
And the Education Foundation had similar results over on their side of town, which was fantastic as well. They gave away some books and some candy canes and stuff too. So next year we're gonna really lean hard into that and probably get about 4 or 5 around town. So hopefully Rotary will be involved again next year. Looking forward to that. That went very well. We're very excited about that opportunity to not only promote our event, but also, bring a little attention to more attention to some of our local service organizations and charities around town. So really appreciate all that they do for Lake Stevens. And want to try to make sure that they get the attention they deserve. So. Okay, I'm gonna do it the other way. Okay. So here we go. One of the things we did during 2021 as well was we decided, the board actually had decided they would like to redo our logo. So this has been our logo for about 5 or 6 years, and it's gotten mixed results, admittedly. Some people like it, some people are not sure what it is. Some people say it looks like a raging bull. It's like, no, it's the light. I mean, but before this logo, we had this logo here, the round one with the mountains in it, and that one was used, I understand, for about 10 years previous to this one. So these are the two logos we've had over the past 15, 20 years. The board decided it was time to make a change. And so we
Might as well just leave it in the other mode.
in the other mode, yeah, I think you're right. Okay, all right, we're gonna, there you go. It's the old, we're going old school, okay. So we decided to go with a new look. If you've been into the Visitor Information Center and kind of looked past the desk and up above the kitchen area, there's this big sign up there. And this big sign used to be out in front of the old chamber office that used to be over by the Razzles, when it was over by Razzles, as far as I understand. And the board really liked this round with the trees and the mountain and the sun and the waves. It paid homage to our older logo that we used to have. It was kind of a modern update. And so they were like, let's do that. Let's figure out a way to do that. So we came up with this. Hired a graphic designer who put together our new logo. This is our new logo going forward. You've probably already seen it. We've got it changed most everywhere, I think. Has the trees, the green and the blue, the sun, the mountain. And our new vice president came up with, hey, this is what we want to do. We want to engage businesses, we want to inspire businesses, we want to empower businesses. Why don't we just throw that right on our logo? So we did. We're here to engage businesses, inspire businesses, and empower businesses, and in our community. So we're going to put that front and center right on our logo there. And with a new logo comes a new website. The other thing the board wanted to do was redo our website. So we went out and found an organization called Chamber Data Systems, and they do chamber websites. That's all they do, chamber websites and member management. Our previous website was interesting in the way it worked because the member management part was all embedded in the website. So our website metrics were kind of all over the place because every time anybody called me and said, hey, I've got a new employee, I want it as a representative, I want to add this event, can you post it on your website? It would basically me, I'd pull up the website, then I'd log into the website and I would make the changes to the updates. Which gave our metrics on our websites completely whack because I was spending, some certain number of hours every day, anywhere from 20 minutes to sometimes several hours a day on the website, which made it look like there was a lot of traffic on the website. And trying to filter that out just got to be too much. As well as the website itself was not as user-friendly as we thought it was going to be when we first did research on it. We went out and found Chamber Data Systems and their CC Assist product, and we said, this is it. They built us a new website, and it includes some really fabulous features. And I'll walk through a couple of those real quick. Like, how much time do I have? 5 minutes? 5 more minutes? 10 minutes? Okay. Couple of things right here on the website. We got this picture. You can join or log in right up here at the top, at the upper right-hand corner. Drag down here real quick. Like 3 things that are really important for this. That were really important. We want to make sure there's a way we could feature community events. We want to make sure there was a way that our businesses could post job openings in our community. And we wanted to make sure that they had a way to share news whenever something happened. You have a big anniversary, you've opened a new location, you have a big whatever. We want to make sure that there was a way that you guys could share that stuff. The nice thing about this is on the back end, when members log in, they can log in and they can upload this stuff themselves. So they'll upload it, they'll format all the event they got or the job posting they've got. And all I have to do is I get a notification that says there's a new one posted, and I review it, I go, yep, cool, done. And it's done, it's posted. It's gonna take time. It's gonna save me time to better serve our members rather than sitting at my computer a lot of the time doing website updates. So I'm excited about that. But it also is going to be it's also going to be a way for our members to, be more able to share what they've got going on in a much easier fashion. So we're excited about that opportunity for them. The other thing that the board really want to make sure was a very robust business directory, and this system does. I'll show you that here in a second. Some things. Okay, that was all I got there. Okay, sorry. Okay, back to the top. Right at the top of the page, right on the right-hand side is our. They've got this key. You see direct access, easy access to upcoming events, jobs board, place to join if somebody's here, if somebody's new and wants to join. But our business directory is kind of what I want to show you guys as the last thing here. Business directory is fantastic. So I'm just going to pick, there's several different ways you can find people in our business directory now. If you know the name of the company you're trying to find, say it's ACE. You just type in ACE and it'll bring up everybody called ACE. We have the handyman services, they're new and they service our whole area here, but there is ACE hardware. Another way you can find people, you can easily just click on a name or a letter. You know the name of the company starts with an A. You can kind of scroll through and they'll be all listed here, which is fantastic. And then if you really want, you can come down and find them by category. I don't know what ACE is under. That's okay. Close. Rotary is under, you guys are under, where is it? Community service organizations. There you go. Rotary Club of Stevens. The one final thing that that we'll talk about is the other thing that the board wanted us to do was revamp our membership dues structure. And the reason for that was our old dues structure was kind of based on FTE. It was based on the number of full-time employees a business had. And as we looked at it, we went, well, that's not very equitable, because just because a person hires a 10th employee doesn't mean that they should pay. They can, or they may not be able to afford to pay. They got to pay the employee now, right? So they may not be able to afford to pay an increased fee for the same level of benefits as they had when they only had 9 employees. So we went through, looked at some of the area chambers as well as chambers from across the country to kind of get an idea of what we wanted to see, what kind of benefits we could have, what kind of pricing levels we have. And this is what our committees came up with here. That's a lot of words, so I'm going to pull up the chart. So this is our membership investment flyer here. Somebody's asking a question. I can't get to, okay, can't make it work, sorry.
Annual fees?
What's that?
Is it annual?
Yeah, they are. Yes, these are annual fees, exactly. Yeah, so you'll be able to download this directly from the website. So I encourage you to go check that out. But basically, what we did is we laid all these out, and we said, okay, for your base level, this is what you get for your base level. We already had these two. This is basically the same as our silver investors and our gold investors used to be. So we just kind of incorporated them. The only difference is now they don't have to pay membership dues as well as by the investor packages. It's just the membership levels up here. So it's actually a savings to those to move up to those higher levels. Board looked at it and said, yeah, there's a bit of disparity between the base level and those higher levels. So we came up with the inspired level, the middle level there. And again, as I was talking about on our logo, with our inspired, our engaged, inspired, and empowered, we just kind of translated those directly to our membership levels, and then with the vibrant thing, which ties to our mission, which is to build a vibrant business community here in Lake Stevens. So encourage you to visit our website, check it out. This is downloadable directly from the website. You can check out that stuff. There's a few jobs posted. There's a few news postings, a few events posted. But we're really excited about the way the website turned out, and just the level of service that it's going to be to our members going forward. And that's kind of what I've been working on the last month. I kind of say we've been in a bit of hibernation mode. Haven't had too many events going on. Haven't had too many other things going on, just because we were working on getting the website done, getting those levels set, getting things ready, and now we're ready to move forward. So a couple of things real quick, like before we go, stuff we're looking forward to this year. The Chamber is looking to put on a 4th of July event here in Lake Stevens. We'll be doing it down in North Cove Park and the Mill. We're going to look to partner with the Arts and Parks Foundation to bring different aspects in there. We're looking at maybe doing music, some fun and games during the day, possibly bringing back our Sea Trail event for the morning, do a morning running event, and then do fireworks at night. So later in the year, we're looking at putting together a community celebration to kind of bring back some of the stuff that we've done, recognizing business of the year, member of the year, community member of the year, those sorts of things. And so we're looking at a fall time event for that. And then Lights Lake Stevens will be back again this year too. So we're really excited about all that stuff. We're also looking to put together a series of women in leadership lunches. These will be small lunch gatherings led by a variety of women leaders here in Lake Stevens. So keep an eye out for that information, as well as leadership breakfast in May that we're still tweaking details on. So a lot of stuff that's we're trying to put together, and we're hoping to bring you guys that will bring some good programming, as well as our regular lunches and our networking events. So hopefully you can join us in some of that stuff, and thank you again for having me here today. I appreciate it. So.
Question?
Yes, sir.
As Costco comes into our community.
Yes, sir.
Is this going to have any effect on the other businesses in there?
We're looking at it. Yes, absolutely, obviously. And the effect I think is going to be is people are going to stay in town more. People won't have to go across the trestle or out to Smoky Point or down to Linwood or all the way down to Kirkland, whatever, to get to Costco. They can stay in Lake Stevens now, which means, hey, they don't have to instead of while they're out at Smoky Point getting stuff at Costco, they may stop at some of the other things that are right around there to get stuff just because they're already there. They can find all that stuff here in Lake Stevens now. So yeah, I think it's going to have an effect. I think it's going to be a positive effect.
A positive effect.
I absolutely think it's good. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Yeah. Gary.
Matt, you might let them know that you're going to be looking for an additional staff person.
Yes, yeah, the chamber is looking to hire a staff person. We're initially gonna we posted it on the jobs board on our new website. Initially it's listed as a half-time position to do VIC operations and a bit of tourism stuff, as well as some chamber assistance, some assist with chamber operations. So yep, we are looking to hire just like everybody. Any other questions?
Does the chamber do anything to try to entice businesses to come into Lake Stevens?
The tricky thing about Lake Stevens right now, especially, is there's no place for businesses to move into. So as much as we have space when space becomes available, yeah, I'm I'm a member of Lake Stevens Community Facebook page, just like everybody else. So whenever there's a space that comes open, we make the call to Trader Joe's. No, just kidding. But yes, as space becomes available and two, when people are looking to move into Lake Stevens, we kind of keep a little running list of who has inquired about fossil space. When I see something, I say, hey, I didn't think of the call. I should say, hey, here's something that might interest you if you're still looking for space. Yeah, absolutely. Any questions? Cool. Thank you again for having me today. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Rochelle.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely.
As a token of our appreciation, we're going to be making a donation to Lake Stevens Education Foundation.
Oh, fantastic.
In your name.
Excellent.
And the chamber.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
That. Excellent.
Okay, and we're about done. So we're starting a new thing. Shocker. If anyone doesn't have a job or an appointment or whatever to rush off to, you're invited. So we kind of started it last week as a trial run. Head to the Buzz for some rub and eggs and bacon and some coffee and hang out if you want. It's called a fireside. It's fun. Okay, then nobody. Okay, so have a good week.
That sounds like fun. I'll join you.
Good. It was fun.
So I am gonna be gone